Moreland's Radio Sport, in association with Leek Building Society.
Anthony Malbon, thanks for joining us on Moreland's Radio. Second pre-season game for yourself as manager, first win of pre-season here at Foley Meir. How do you assess tonight's performance?
Yeah, it's not about the result, I suppose. You know, everyone will say that, but it's more about the performance. I think second half we were a million times better compared to the first. I know we had two different sides out, but I think you could see the level of quality compared to the first, and that's not criticising the lads who played first half, but it's just the standards that they've got to reach in terms of if they want to play for Kidsgrove Athletic. Because the second half side was, we controlled the game, controlled the half, and I think barring the goal, that's obviously sloppy on our end, and in terms of, I think if, you know, as the keeper we brought on, unfortunately, he's not played at that level before, and he just a little bit, I felt sorry for him, because other than that he did okay. It's just I could tell that the goal, it hurt him a bit, because he said he'd come off, he should have caught it, but he punched it, but he'll learn from that, and that's what these games are for. But in terms of the performance second half, I thought it was night and day.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't. It was quite a feisty first half. We saw a booking for each side, and I think anyone watching it wouldn't have thought this was a pre-season friendly. It was quite a, as I say, a feisty match, and one you more see in a month or so's time when the league returns.
Well, yeah, I think that's a good thing now, because like I say, it had the intensity to it of a game of that standard, instead of your typical pre-season friendly where both sides just sitting off each other and just letting them do what they do. And you know, they got stuck in, and you know what, I thought they were excellent tonight. Foley were, they really were. They defended for their lives, and first half they should have scored a couple. Like, that's what I'm saying. How we were first half, Foley were lucky not to come in at 1 or 2-0 up, because we were all over the shop. And then like second half we were a lot better, but they defended, especially second half, they were brilliant. So I've got to give credit to them. They were well set up and well drilled, and they got the bodies on the line. And yeah, you've got to give Foley credit for the way they played tonight.
Had a few trialists on the starting 11. We're not going to name them, that's probably to come. Anyone from those trialists catch your eye?
Not at the moment, not yet. Like I say, it was night and day it seems like I'm being very critical, because it's only the second game and things aren't going to be how we want them to be. Yeah, you know, that's just how it is. You know, we've got Friday's game as well, but there's nobody at the moment on the trial who's standing out. But that's not a bad thing. That's necessarily not a bad thing, because in training we haven't worked on anything really in training. We've just had them running. We've had them running along, and I suppose you could tell that by the fitness, especially the second half side, how fit we look, and we're going to continue to do that, and more so towards the end we'll start working on attacking play and stuff like that.
Aaron Bott with the opening goal of strikers finish, just getting his head on Bromfield's cross.
Well, that's what it is. That's what he's there, and that's what he's good at doing. You know, he's a fox in the box, isn't he? And what I was pleased with him more so tonight was his hold up play and his link up play was a lot better. He linked up very well with the midfield, and you know, he's unlucky not to have another one. But that's just a typical Botty goal. That is. I don't think anyone else on the pitch scores it, so I'm pleased for him.
Carl Diskin with the winner, his first goal since returning to the club. He's a fan's favourite like yourself. How important is it to have Carl Diskin here at Kidsgrove Athletic?
Massively. He's brilliant for the dressing room. That's the thing with him. He's not just a great player on the ball. He's crossing, as you saw tonight, his delivery, and that's on point. But he's massive for the changing room, and the lads, even the fans, like they've loved having him back, and that's why we brought him in. He just gives that bump around the changing room where everyone just loves seeing him, having the banter and stuff, and he's a massive signing for us, really is.
Your first pre-season as manager, how are you finding it?
I'm loving it, to be fair. My staff is brilliant. You know, we plan. I don't really get involved in too much. I just say what I want, and then they go out and plan and do the sessions, and so, and I can't fault them. You know, it's not a me thing. It's all of us, and me staff are excellent. And if we're going to do anything this season, it's not because of me, it's because of them. You know, we'll all muck in and do things, but what they've got and their knowledge and the way in the sessions that they do, he's second to none, and I can't fault him.
What will an Anthony Malbon team look like this season? Something I've been asked on the radio, and I went on a bit of a roundabout answer. So for our listeners, just tell us what we can expect from your side this season.
I think it's just high energy, like I say, seeing the second half, you know, the little 1 and 2 touch football and being on the front foot. That's what you can expect, and I don't want any team outworking us this year. That an Malbon side is somebody that you come off, whether they play bad or good, you can turn around and say, you know what, they haven't stopped, they haven't stopped trying, they kept running. That's an Malbon side, but with that little bit of touch of class, and as you can see the second half, the 1 and 2 touch football, the movement that they were doing, that's what we're working on, and that's what I want an Malbon side to be, and that's the plan. but we've still got a long way to go for it to happen. But the signs are there early. You can tell the signs are there early.
You can